It is so inspiring to talk to young professionals who have a passion for their demanding jobs, but also find time to inspire the community in which they live. On our program today, we meet such a person, kindergarten teacher, dancer, and real-life ninja warrior. Billy Navarrete gives us something to talk about. Welcome to Something to Talk About. Boy, do I have a show for you. I'm really excited about this. We got a warrior, like a true life warrior, sitting with us, like breaking bread, eating. What are you eating? That's
I'm eating local style marinated short ribs. So come by at King's. It's really delicious. Really
and then he has it with brown rice, which is really awesome. This is like one of the few guests where I tell them go ahead and eat, and they actually are going there to eat. There's no shame in this game for sure.
This is Guam, you know.
Yeah.
Food is like really important here in Guam.
It is important, but tell me how important it is for a guy who spends a lot of his time just sculpting this. But can you take off this? Oh, you can't take off your shirt. We'll do it in the second half. See that's a cool shirt, and everybody can recognize this. Go ahead and tell people what that symbolizes.
This shirt is basically Sasuke from the Japanese Ninja Warrior, which started like years back. And it basically, it's my inspiration. It helped me out in terms of going through obstacles mentally and physically.
Well, we're talking to Billy Navarrete, which we didn't set up, but let me let you know, Billy Navarrete is a contestant on the show American Ninja
Warrior.
And American Ninja Warrior, and he's also a local boy. But what makes this really cool is that this show is actually kind of a takeoff on the Japan a Ninja Warrior show, which was, I tell you, I watched that show all the time. And
nice.
I mean, it's cooler to watch it from the comfort of your bedroom.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
You're watching these people with incredible, exceptional physical skill. It's an obstacle course, really.
It's like watching a video game.
Yeah. It's an obstacle course, and the things that you have to do and the way your body has to be pushed in order to get through this course is absolutely phenomenal.
Right.
So one of our own, Billy, is from Guam. You were born and raised here?
Born and raised here, yes.
And he happens, I think the most heroic part of his job and the warrior part is that you're also a public school teacher.
Yes, I teach
kindergarten. You teach kindergarten at Upi Elementary School. It's so precious. That a lot of people are like want to get rid of their kids at 5 years old, but I mean,
it's a challenge, it's a handful, but you know, at the same time, at the end of the day, I'm just very glad I can make an impact in the world in some way.
Yeah, it's cool. You're an elementary school teacher, but you've got this really neat side job that you're doing. And tell me about how you even became a contestant.
Well, okay,
a
contestant
was really important, but the contestant on American Ninja Warrior. How did that turn out?
First of all, you have to apply online. There's an application online, and they tell you like probably around February or January, and then you just have to create your own audition video. And if they like your audition video enough, which is only like 3 minutes long, then they'll give you a call and let you know that you're able to compete.
They must get thousands and thousands.
They get a lot
of auditions.
And they choose like the top 100.
Yeah, so they pick out 100 contestants from around the country.
From around the country, because they have different qualifiers at different areas in the country. So the qualifier round that I'm going to be flying to is Los Angeles, California.
Okay, and so the first time you did this, the audition tape, did you have to sort of compile like a different one of the events that they have that they normally feature?
Well, what I did for my first American Ninja Warrior competition in Miami, Florida, was I actually, it was 2 days right before the competition, and I approached one of my friends, Justin Valdivino, from Project Inspire, and I asked him, if it's possible. And then, I told him it's my dream, and and like I really thought that it was impossible to, get this video done, get the application done, get everything done before the deadline. So he was like, let's do this, we could do this, and I trusted his instincts. I had a lot of faith in him, and then we just had a lot of faith that things will work out. And then eventually, like the next day, we started filming at my school.
Well, how did you
at different
recreate?
places.
Oh, he took like
He took
video
videos
of
of places here in Guam, of my classroom, and then I had to compile all my videos that I archived, and then we just pretty much put this really sick video together.
you. Okay,
and then
which
I
you're
was able to
probably
compete.
looking at right now on
Yeah.
on TV. But how did you create the events that you needed to show them that you had the skill?
Well,
Like what
actually,
are
we
they?
just-
What were some of the
some of the
contraptions?
events. Well, I built my own obstacle course
Oh
at
my
my parents'
gosh.
house. Yeah, we
Really?
actually have that salmon ladder.
Yeah.
There, and I'm really thankful that my parents actually allowed me to build it there. Yeah.
Well, boys will have their toys, you know.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
what
they're
do
very
they call
supportive.
that one? You're holding on to a
The
bar.
salmon ladder.
A salmon
where you're
ladder.
just hanging on it, like kind of like a pull-up bar.
Yeah.
But it's not attached to anything,
Right.
so you just have to bring it up with you.
And
as
you
you're
got to get
ascending.
You got to get it into the peg as
Right,
you're
right.
ascending.
Yeah. So it's really fun.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean,
that
I've
was
fallen on it several times, but falling is part of learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you, or part of the pain.
Oh,
in
right,
this
right,
case.
exactly.
Yeah, but was it to scale though?
It is to scale, yes.
So how tall was that?
Well, each rung is about 1 foot each apart, or 1
So
foot
how
apart.
many feet did you guys have going
So I
up?
have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rungs going up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I was able to also build some obstacles too at IFIT Guam, where I built the double salmon ladder. Or me and a couple of friends built the double.
Okay, what's the double
ladder.
salmon? Like
It's
each peg in
two-
it? Oh,
There's 2 salmon ladders. So you climb up one.
with the
and then
peg
you-
in each hand?
With
With a bar in each
with
hand?
the bar in each hand,
Oh
yeah.
my
And then you
gosh.
turn around, and then you have to fly across and land onto another set of salmon ladder rungs.
Oh my word. Ouch, let me see your arms.
Exciting.
Okay, they're there. you have what it needs. And then what else did you build? What
And
else
I
did-
also built we were able to build the warp wall, thanks to
Oh
Raj
my
and
gosh.
Manju. They've helped out a lot with, putting that together. It's also built to scale, 14 feet by 14 inches.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I got the specs from one of my friends who builds a lot of obstacles,
Yeah.
or a lot of Ninja Warrior type of obstacles all around the world.
No
So
kidding.
Jason Hugh, yeah. So
Yeah.
he's-
So were you only building these particular pieces because they were the most challenging to you?
I built them because, for one, they're the trademark
Yeah.
obstacles of Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
And also, I've built one other thing called the monkey pegs because it's the one that I actually fell on.
Okay, what's the
Yeah.
monkey peg? Remind me
Monkey
of that.
pegs, it's basically just holes on this, like a wood kind of thing. And then you basically just hold on to 2 sticks and you traverse
Oh, gosh,
through,
yeah.
across using those holes.
Wow.
Yeah, and you're just hanging, so.
Is the stuff hanging as your upper body strength? Is it's dominant to anything else? Your lower body strength?
Well, basically upper body strength. It's full body, because
Yeah.
when you're hanging, you're basically engaging your core. You're engaging your legs. You got to control your legs because if you don't, you're gonna fall and you're gonna swing too much. So you got to learn how to use your whole body basically
To
But
control all of
a
it,
lot
yeah.
of times I do a lot of isometrics
Yeah.
for the monkey pegs. But it's a mix of plyometrics and isometrics all together.
So are you able to kind of balance it so that you're not when you get off you don't have neck aches and arm aches and all that stuff?
Well,
you
I
distribute
do.
it well
I
enough.
get those, but the pain kind of goes away when
Yeah,
I just,
sure.
I kind of, what's this called?
Well, you block it out. You have
I
to.
block it out,
Yeah.
and plus I kind of like pain.
Well,
I'm
see,
kind of a
I get
masochist
that.
in
No,
a way.
I honestly, I get that. There are some, people who
Right.
who don't view it as pain. They view it
Right.
as a sensation,
Right.
which is much different than pain.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
a sensation to get them to another level of something, right?
Exactly.
I totally get
Pain
that.
helps
Yeah.
me feel alive, basically. So
Well, yeah.
it reminds me that I'm so human.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Okay, so what was the harebrained idea you had? You thought that
Oh.
was it because you watched it on television? You thought, oh, I could do it, or you already knew that you could do it before
Well-
you saw that there was a place where you could do it?
Well, my inspiration, his name is Makoto Nagano. He was one of the competitors. He's the fisherman on the Japanese Ninja Warrior. And once I saw like how humble he was and how determined he was just to get up to the obstacle, get up to Mount Midoriyama, I've always wanted to climb it for some reason.
Yeah.
And with that, I also wanted to become an inspiration to children to show them that their dreams can come true. I want to be a good role model to them, so they could see that if I could aspire to do something and push myself to do it, then they totally could do it too.
Wow. There, I was the Japanese Ninja Warrior show also has a number of sort of characters
Oh,
that
yes,
show
they
up,
do.
and they come out real strong, and they they're showboating and they're doing all this stuff,
Right,
and
right.
they're going to fail. I mean,
Yeah,
do they also put up people?
entertainment.
Yeah,
They do,
for the
they do.
entertainment. So you know
Right.
that they're not going to
Yeah.
necessarily do well, but they do it
right.
anyway.
They do
yeah.
it anyway.
Yeah.
And
It's-
it's just comical,
Yeah.
It's television.
But does it have the same sort of delivery on the American version of it?
Well, it's a little different.
Yeah.
In terms of quirkiness and
Yeah, yeah.
everything.
'Cause the Japanese,
But
they did
their humor is just
Yeah, yeah.
so out there.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
And that's part of the attraction. It's the Japanese
Exactly.
humor, so the audience
Right,
appreciates that.
right.
America, maybe not so much.
America, yeah. I mean, it's funny too.
You know what? They also have that other program. It's the one where it's another thing
Is
like
it,
that's all done in water, where they bang up against each other. What was that? It's another show. Anyway,
is it Unbeatable Banzuke?
I don't know.
Where there's different challenges, or
probably.
there's also one where like it's kind of like Tetris, and there's this like screen, and they have to jump, and they have to try to fit the size or fit
Oh my gosh.
the image.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
and if they don't, they fall into water. Is that the one you're
I
talking
don't know.
about? Okay.
Maybe it is.
Yeah.
I have to go back. Well, listen, we're going to take a quick break here. I'm going to
Okay,
let you
cool.
eat some of your short
Yes,
ribs.
yes, no
And when
worries.
we come back, I know that this is like the highlight of your life at the moment. But,
Oh, yes,
But
yes.
your life is filled with some really fulfilling things. And we want to talk a little bit about this
Okay,
young
cool.
man. 26, right?
26, yes.
26 years old. I'm so impressed. We'll take a break here for a short rib break. We'll be right
Sure.
back.
Thank you.
Welcome to Something to Talk About. We had a brief short rib break. some good food. I was trying to get him to try the Tenali Chutney. That's really good.
It's so
then
good.
The lumpia.
The lumpia is amazing.
I like how you eat because you have a lot of calories. I mean, you can eat really pretty much anything you want, right? The calories,
Pretty
you
much.
just burn them right off.
Pretty much. I have a fast metabolism, so
Okay, so while you're eating that, I'll just nip on this apple. All right, here's
that
the
sounds
thing.
yummy too.
You're an elementary school teacher. You're a
Right.
kindergarten teacher. And you, at 26 years old, it feels like you had a lot of your life together, before you reached this point in your life. It
right.
feels like you had a lot of going on already in your life, right?
Right,
Tell
right.
me a little bit about how you grew up.
Well, growing up, I've had a lot of challenges in terms of, family-wise and everything, and financial situations. But, my family and I overcame it. And then when I went to high school, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. So then eventually I met up with a friend who pretty much helped me a lot in terms of getting stuck out of a rut. So her and her family actually encouraged me to, try to explore teaching and everything. So they invited me to church and everything, and they really took care of me because I never really had like positive role models in my life. So then this family pretty much took care of me, and they supported me, and they encouraged me to become a better person and to live life with a purpose.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
So-
that, I mean, you probably figured all of that out
pretty
after
much-
you were
yeah,
already
after-
in it, right? Once you were, did
Right,
you
they
know
helped me
that
out.
there was like that salvation going on while it was happening? Did you have that sort of
yes,
presence
pretty
or
much.
mind
I mean, like I
of-
had an epiphany. I realized, I have, I guess like God gave me these talents to share with the world. So it pretty much helped me to develop the mindset to, why not try teaching so I can make a difference every single day.
Yeah.
So then I decided to become an educator. I wanted to make a difference in the world. Plus, in elementary school, there's a playground. So I could play in the playground.
I bet you're really good on the monkey bars.
I love
they-
the monkey bars.
Yeah.
But we need to fix it though.
That was the other thing I was going to ask you. A lot of schools are suffering
Right,
because
right.
the facilities are worn out or they
Yeah,
don't
they're
have
rusty
enough
and everything and
resources.
dangerous. So
Yeah, And so
That'll be
there's
fun
not a
to
lot
do.
of
I wanna
playground
fix them
time.
up.
How do you make up for that? How do you make up for?
Well, now that there's an extended time period every day in school, we have like about an hour more to teach PE and everything. So
Do you like doing it? Do the kids like that?
the kids really enjoy it. I mean, I teach them dance. I teach them all the different skills that kindergartners are expected to learn. The kids really enjoy it. According to my coworkers, they really,
According to the coworkers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they really
Kids
enjoy
don't
it.
lie about stuff like that either, right? I mean,
Right.
they're pretty
They're having fun,
straightforward.
they're smiling, they're moving around, and that's what means a lot to me. Just I get inspired by them just really having fun and enjoying themselves without them even realizing that they're exercising and burning calories. So it's just really rewarding to see that the kids are enjoying themselves.
Now, in addition to being a kindergarten teacher,
Right.
you also have other hobbies outside of what you do to work out and train for American Ninja Warrior. What else do you do? You have other talents.
Well, I'm very modest about the things I do.
Come on.
But I don't like to brag.
I fed you short because you gotta cough it up now. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I do a lot of something called parkour, free running and tricking, martial arts tricking, which is parkour is about getting from point A to point B, just using your own body, like transportation and everything. Like climbing things, running.
There is like a whole crazy movement. I've been watching it on YouTube. I'm watching it on
Right.
Facebook. This movement of people who use city buildings and jump off of them to get to. Is that what we're talking? Like
That's
superhuman
parkour, but
kind
not
of
necessarily jumping off of buildings,
Right.
Because you don't really need to do that. Because the
Hanging
thing
off
is,
of buildings?
hanging off of buildings, climbing things,
climbing things.
running up walls to access
Yes,
areas.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, stuff like
So
that.
do you do that around here?
I do that around here at undisclosed locations
Because
it's-
most property owners don't want you.
Right.
It's like the old days
Right.
of
I mean, we do it
skateboarding,
at the
man.
beach. We do it at public places
So
as
tell
well.
me, without naming the types of buildings that you or places where you're
Or-
trespassing or loitering.
Well, don't tell anyone. Wait, this is
No
on
one knows.
TV.
No one knows. Forget. They'll keep
Yeah,
the
I mean,
secret.
I play in the playground. I use the playground in my school. Aston Beach Park has some really cool spots. Places to go hiking, like Seagull Falls. Just basically anywhere outdoors. You could make your whole world your playground.
So let's just take a look around. They've got this King's building.
King's.
There's a couple of buildings. I mean, your imagination takes you to someplace where
It
you're
takes you anywhere, basically.
Wow.
Yeah. So, just a simple little wall, you'd be like, I could do something cool with that.
The idea is to sort of scale it without using any
Scale it
apparatus.
and just basically challenge yourself. That's the whole key,
Wow.
Just
So
be creative.
So then I got to ask you then, do you dance?
I'm
Because
also a
doesn't some of that,
dancer,
okay.
yes.
Because
I
some
dance
of
with,
that skill has to come, I mean, if your body movements, does dance help you with these
It
kinds of
totally
hobbies?
does. I mean, I'm also a b-boy.
A
So
b-boy.
b-boy is like a break dancer, but
Okay.
b-boy is more like
Learn something.
the raw term. So
B-boy, okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah. So we have this b-boy community here in Guam as well, and I've been b-boying since a while back, but it's always been on and off. But b-boying helps me in terms of creating stuff and finding my own style and knowing.
And rhythm,
Yeah, and rhythm. Yes,
right?
exactly.
Rhythm
Rhythm is key.
honestly for this course, rhythm is everything, isn't it?
It is.
Because your movement, whatever movement you're making, depends on how you're going to reach the next destination, right? And
Sometimes
you've
I
got
feel
to-
like I'm just listening to my heartbeat, and that gives me that
I
rhythm.
get that. You
Yeah,
got to be
when
one
you have to
with
be
yourself.
one. Yeah.
If you knew about this skill during the times that you were troubled in your life, where you felt like you didn't have any positive reinforcement or any of that, were you as connected to your body and mind and soul then as much as you are now, or did
Probably
you not know it?
I did not know it. I mean, I always knew that there is something more. Like, I always knew I had a bigger potential. But the thing is, I think all of these opportunities had to unfold after going through all these obstacles. Because an obstacle is an opportunity.
Yeah.
And it helps me build character. It helped me build who I am right now. So I'm pretty much thankful for what I went through in the past to get to where I'm at now.
Well, were you
Humble beginnings. Sorry.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Where you need to go is to Los Angeles.
Yes.
I'm pretty
yes.
sure that your teacher salary doesn't.
Not quite, especially with all the bills that I have to pay and
Yeah.
everything. So.
Because you did go to college and you still have to pay
yes.
those loans off, don't you?
Or well, I
Tell
had a
us.
scholarship, but
Oh, good
yeah.
for you.
I was under the
All right.
Yamashita Teacher Corps.
Oh, good for
Yeah,
you.
so
Okay, well then
they helped me
that's
out a lot too.
that's
That was a
one off
blessing.
the list. That's one debt off the list. How do you make the money to go and do these things? You can go years
For
ago.
one, I had to save money. The first time I competed, I had to save money, and I used up all my savings basically to fly out because I was supposed to get my master's, but then I eventually just used my master's money to compete in American Ninja Warrior. But the thing is, the second time I went, I had community support because I help out a lot in the community in terms of supporting events. I used to teach Zumba, so I used to do the fundraisers and everything. And
So the reciprocation.
yeah,
it's
there's
all
a
part of the
reciprocation.
circuit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So
But do you
people
get-
ended up giving me back,
Yeah.
for serving and helping out. And I set up a GoFundMe page back then. Like right now, Kaida Panay actually helped set up a You Caring page for me.
Oh, okay.
So on Facebook, there's this donation page where people could, donate however many they want to using PayPal or credit card.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so
And
it's really
so
helpful.
really, what you need, what are the expenses for you to go there, and accommodations while you're there? Okay.
Yeah, plane ticket, accommodations, hotel, food to eat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Well, you had a very impressive showing. The last time you were there, where did you range among the 100 contestants?
Humbly, I came up at 32nd place
That's
out of
pretty good.
125.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah,
good.
that was for the
That's-
qualifier round, and then
Yeah.
the next day was the city finals, so they choose the top 30. So I was really close to being in the top 30.
So you need to go back and do. And so, what's the skill that you need to practice on before you get there?
Basically, I gotta make sure I don't get jet lagged,
Ah.
because I got to the area like 2 days before, and my body was feeling that jet lag, and it wasn't used to the conditions.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing is, we run the course at midnight, which is like at a different time here in Guam.
Well, because it's all night. It's all nighttime.
It's all
filming.
nighttime. Yes.
It's all nighttime.
So there's also condensation. There's a lot of forces that are battling you.
What time of year is it? Like
This is,
summer? What time of year are you
Well,
going
it's
to
like
be filming?
the same time around this time,
Next
around
year.
summer,
oh.
summer, spring.
Ish.
just
Okay.
This time of
It's
year.
still pretty cool in
Yeah,
LA,
it's
but
still pretty cool.
it's all right.
Well, I've never been there, but
Oh well,
yeah.
okay. Well,
but Miami was pretty. It was pretty nice. It was
Yeah.
pretty cold though.
it'll
Yeah.
probably be nice weather, but getting in water is not fun.
Oh, it was really
That-
cold and refreshing.
Yeah. Well, I really, really wish you a lot of luck. I mean, I
thank
think
you.
that you've just built yourself quite a reputation, and you've also built. What's that?
Could I also mention my event?
Yes, please.
Yes. I have an event tomorrow. Come down.
Tell it-
This is
well-
out Cowboy Ninja.
Well,
Tickets-
tomorrow actually, because by the time that this will already.
Oh, yeah,
you will have,
that's
but you
right.
can. I tell you what, though, you can still donate through.
Oh, you can
the
still
site,
donate
right?
through the site, yeah.
Can you
That's
just
true.
go to Facebook and find it?
You
or,
can
okay.
go to Facebook, yeah. But, well, maybe I can
I
just give
don't-
a thank you shout out.
Yeah,
to people.
thank you to everybody.
Thank you, everyone, for.
He's smart, man.
Thank
Go
you
ahead.
thank you to all my sponsors for helping out that we solicited for. Thank you to everyone, Kaida Panay, Tiff from TPI for helping me out with this event. I mean, it means a lot getting the support from Guam and with my family and friends and everything. So thank you
Okay,
guys.
Thank you. All right.
helpful.
Good to meet you.
Thank you. Nice
I really
meeting you
wish
too,
you
Miss Patty.
luck, and we'll keep looking for you. All right?
Awesome.
His
Thank
name
you
is
so
Billy
much.
Navarrete. Do not forget that name. All right. That about does it for us. Thank you for joining us here at King's. We're going to eat now. Thanks.
Thank you.